What's going on, Planet Destiny? Briar Rabbit here. It is Tuesday and time for the weekly Nightfall Strike solo runs. Let's take a look at the modifiers this week. Arc Burn. This is bad news for us. There are a ton of enemies, especially in that first huge encounter, that do arc damage. So this is a really dangerous burn for us. We've got Light Switch. Again, this is a really bad modifier for us. Minions of Darkness deal much more melee damage. And finally, we got Angry. Minions of Darkness won't flinch even after massive damage. So those are the modifiers. We're gonna be going to the Devil's Lair, and this is gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be a really hard one, so I'll see you guys when we land. All right, guys, we have landed, and before we get started, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to use. You can use this as a guide for what you could use, or you could switch it up entirely. But when I'm doing the weekly Nightfall Strikes, I find this is to be one of the hardest things you can do solo in the game. So I definitely try and max out my build to give myself the best possible chance of success I can. So, with that being said, and I'm sorry about my voice again, I'm still trying to get over this cold. I'm going with the Defender class. Now, a Titan with a Striker class, you get the added benefit of having arc damage grenades, but I really think the Ward of Dawn is really going to suit me well during this, so I'm willing to give up arc damage grenades because I know I'm not going to use the super with the Striker, because getting in close to damage or enemies that can do light switch damage, I think it's just going to be too dangerous. So I'm going to use the Defender class, Ward of Dawn, that's what I'm sticking with. And of course I'm using Fatebringer, so this is always controversial. You know, I'm gonna use the arc damage primary because, you know, this is a hard thing to do. This is a very difficult thing to do. If you don't have that and you don't have Praetus Timepiece, then I would really suggest getting a heavy machine gun and loading up on heavy ammo synth, because you're gonna go through it really quick. I'll be using Thunderlord here, Song of Your Ute, something like that. I would really definitely get an arc damage machine gun that you can use in place of your arc damage primary. Of course, for a secondary, I'll be using Aphrodite's Spear. This thing is a beast. With arc damage, it's going to be even better. I can't wait to watch this thing sing. I'm bringing along Icebreaker and Black Hammer, kind of for situations where I think I might need it. But primarily, I'm going to be using Aphrodite's Spear. Might as well pop some Ether Seeds and some Black Wool, so I can get a little glimmer, because Iron Banner is going to cost a lot of money this week. All right, so our first area here is not too difficult. You can pretty much clean these guys up without much of a problem. If I could shoot them. All right. As you can see, Fatebringer, bringing the pain. As usual, this thing is an absolute beast hand cannon. And with arc damage on, arc burn on, this thing is going to be a monster for the entire Nightfall Strike. First thing I'm going to do is just bypass this whole area. Hide back here. You can see that arc damage already. I'm almost down to a third health. This is a very dangerous area. This is probably the hardest area of this entire Nightfall Strike. I'm gonna head back here and just work this area until I clear out all these hive. I think there's a couple of fallen up here as well. Those wizards are super dangerous. And since light switch is on, I'm gonna be really careful about getting too close to anything. Watching my radar. All right, so we'll get this timer started. We've got to fight through basically, I think it's 3 or 4 waves of enemies, and we're going to use this area as our home base. The nice thing about this is basically enemies won't go past that box. If you need to go up to that box to take cover, you can do it, but coming down here is the way to go. Be careful, a lot of the tracking rounds will come right down this hill, so you might want to just kind of pop down here to regain your health. And we're going to take major advantage of Aphrodite's Spear here. I want to be real careful of these snipers. Come on out of your hidey hole. Probably the same thing they're saying to me. And I take these Nightfalls real slow. This is not a speed run. This is me live commentating. Alright. I believe these things are going to be super dangerous. They're doing solar damage. Or, I'm sorry, they're doing arc damage. They have solar shields. So our arc burn weapons are going to be a little less effective against these Shanks. These things are super, super dangerous. Just going to use good sense and cover to get rid of these guys as fast as we can. Can't do crit against Shanks. So our Firefly perk on our Fatebringer is not going to work against them. But luckily Arc Burn still does. I'm not going to challenge those snipers. If I see that their sniper rifle is starting to charge, I'm going to take cover and wait for my opportunity. If I could hit this guy, I might be able to kill him. There we go. If you don't have Fatebringer, it's worth still running the Vault of Glass to get. You gotta run it on hard mode. You get it from killing the Templar, and it's a wonderful gun. On Crota's End, it's beautiful. There's just so many uses for it. Obviously, if arc damage is the burn for the Nightfall, it's great. Oh, bad shot. Is there a sniper? Yeah, there is a sniper up there. Oh, you can see. 2 shots from those snipers will kill you. My Titan is pretty much spec'd out for recovery and for as much armor as he can have. Alright, so the music is wrapped up. That means the boss encounter is over, but there still are dregs in here. Looks like there's a couple of Shanks still, too. You can still die. Light switch. Shanks with arc burn. These are all dangerous things. Alright, I think that is about it. And I'm pretty full on ammo, so I'm just going to move on here. So when I'm running regular strikes, like in the playlists, this next area, I swear, is the area that I see more people die in than any other area in this strike. They just get over-aggressive going into here. And there's a captain up here that can mess you up, and these vandals are no cakewalk either with those sniper rifles. Alright, I think that's everything in here. But just be careful going through there. You don't want to reset your Nightfall right there. I'm going to use this spot over here by these solar panels. Try and stay as safe as I can. Nothing really bothers you over here. If you've got the black hammer, it's really fun to take out the Devil Walker with your black hammer. I might switch to it. Gonna do damage? Nice. Look at that. 9,000 damage per shot. Shouldn't take too long at all. Yep. Not too bad. What was that? 24 shots to kill him? Unbelievable. Pick up this ammo, and we'll move on to our Sepiks fight. Once this fight starts, I'm basically going to head straight over to the stairs to my left. Take a couple of pot shots on my way, but don't hang out in the open too long. And we're going to use this as our home base. So what you got to be aware of, stuff will come from down here to get you. And stuff can shoot in through these windows, so you got to be really careful. Try and kill all of our mobs here. In the past, I've hung out kind of in those doors there. But dealing with the captain and the two vandals that come in after you every minute or so tends to be very hard to do. So what I've kind of modified my strategy to use this area, and it works pretty well. Let's see if I can shoot him through there. I can. He does void damage, which is lucky for us. So it's not so much about being scared of him, it's more about being scared of the mobs that come in. Especially as the battle kind of goes on. And sometimes he's going to teleport to a place you can't shoot him, and you're just going to have to be patient. Take care of the mobs, and wait for him to come someplace where you can shoot him. It's these shanks that are really the problem. That's why you can't just like go out there and put a ton of damage on them like you normally can. Because those shanks will just mess you up. More shot. That'll do it. All right. Thanks to Aphrodite's Spear, that really wasn't that difficult this week. All right, that was a pretty good strike. What did that take? About 35 minutes. That's not too bad for a Nightfall strike solo. Obviously, I was helped greatly by Aphrodite's Spear and Fatebringer. Again, if you don't have a primary arc damage weapon, you're really going to have to rely on your heavy much more and bring a ton of heavy weapon ammo synth. Alright, so let's see what we got for a Nightfall reward this week. I'm still Alright, I'll go decrypt it so you guys can see what I actually got. I'll be right back. Okay, so we are in the tower, and we're going to decrypt this engram that I just got, Legendary Engram. I really want Hawkmoon. That is the gun that I want the most. I know there is a very small chance of getting it from here, but that is what I am hoping for. Come on, Master Rahul.
Glad you got back to us in one piece.
We need you here.
Good use, Guardian.
We need your good luck here. All right, let's get rid of this thing. All right, let's do it. Come on. Good luck here. Good luck here. Good luck here.
Pity your
Time on target. It looks like a pulse rifle. Oh, my God. Pulse rifle. Low impact, high rate of fire pulse rifle. No, thank you. All right, so that's going to do it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.